Hello, everyone. This is Steven Schinder of Yesshift, and I wanted to go live today with this little review of a new proggy Christmas related release. I actually haven't told Dad that I'm doing this, so this might be a bit of a surprise to him, and I guess we'll see like how long it takes, like if he ever sees this episode. But yeah, this is like a little holiday bonus episode, I guess you could say. And I'm here to talk about Jethro Tull, the the Jethro Tull Christmas album, Fresh Snow at Christmas. And I'll show the tab that shows the cover image and whatnot in a moment, as well as the features. But yeah, this was sent to me to review, and so I was able to listen to the contents of the four CDs, and I'll go ahead and share my screen. The physical product includes four CDs and a Blu-ray and a 28-page booklet. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. Okay, so it would be this tab right here. Um, just a sec. Okay, here we go. Right. So the first CD has the original mixes of this 2003 Jethro Tull Christmas album. The second CD has a 2024 remixes, which are done by Bruce Scort of the Pineapple Thief. And then CD3 has Christmas Live at St. Bride's 2008. And I did a little digging, and apparently this had been on a re-release of the Christmas album several years after it came out. So it's here again, and it's got the I believe it has like the 2024 mix of that as well. And then CD4 is the Ian Anderson Band live at St. Bride's 2006. And Dad is way more well versed in Jethro Tull than I am, but I've gone through their discography a while back. This would have been like middle school when I was getting into prog. So it was quite a while since I'd last listened to the entire Christmas album. I'd heard bits here and there because Dad likes playing it now and then. But yeah, it's like I feel like since I'm not as well versed with the album, listening to the 2003 mix and the 2024 remix, it was difficult for me to pick out like the differences of the sound of the mix. Like maybe the 2024 one is a bit crisper, so I don't know if maybe I would just need to really familiarize myself even more with the material and maybe try listening a couple other different ways. But yeah, this is the listing on the Century Media Store, and it's from Inside Out Music. So here in the US, it's 59.98, and today, December 6th, was listed as the release date for this album, and I see that it's listenable, well, one of the CDs anyway. I think the 2024 remixes might be on the Inside Out Music Bandcamp, as you can preview that there. But yeah, I went ahead and, yeah, again, like Dad doesn't know this, so maybe he'll watch this and find out then, or maybe because he's so busy, it might um, sneak past his radar, and he'll be really surprised when it comes. So I guess we'll see what ends up happening. But I ordered this a physical release for him for the holidays. It's his gift for the holidays, and it says here on the site that shipping, well, from here anyway, in the US Century Media Store, shipping will happen about December 20th. So later in the month, but it'll arrive at his place. So very excited about that. I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen. But yeah, I really enjoyed revisiting this material. Like again, like I was trying to do a compare and contrast, but it was difficult for me because I'm not as familiar with the material. But overall, it's a really fun, festive listen. Holly Harold had a little bit of like a pirate feel to me. I don't know if that's just me. A Christmas song, I think that's what it was, ends with the words, "Hey Santa, pass me a bottle." And you have some nice, uh, bits of dialogue here and there, especially in the live performances. In between songs, you get some talking, so it helps to really fill out that atmosphere that okay, this is a live show and everyone's like listening intently. There's even a song in one of these live performances where the audience is asked not to clap right after a certain moment. So, uh, yeah, and you also get mentions of, Mozart. There's a tribute to Mozart in this. Um, George Manley Hopkins, I think it was, and mentions of Richard the Lionheart and King Lear. So, all these reminders of stuff from the past. And there is some overlap in some of the songs used on each of these. I'll go ahead and run through the track list real quick. So, CDs 1 and 2, which are the original studio album, 2003 and 2024 mixes, they both have Birthday Card at Christmas, Holly Harold, A Christmas Song, Another Christmas Song, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, Jack Frost and the Hooded Crow, Last Man at the Party, Weathercock, Pavane, First Snow on Brooklyn, really like that one as well. Green Sleeved, Fire at Midnight, We Five Kings, that one felt really, jazzy. I think that was an instrumental one. Ring Out Solstice Bells, Bore, and A Winter Snowscape. And then the 2008 show, I think it is, on CD3. Yeah, that is on CD3. That includes Weathercock, introduction featuring Reverend George Pitcher, and a choir, What Cheer. I really like how the choir sounds, what all the voices add to the material in this live setting. A Christmas Song, Living in These Hard Times, choir, Silent Night, reading, so this is a reading, Ian Anderson, Marmion, Jack in the Green, Another Christmas Song, and then again another reading, Gavin Essler, God's Grandeur, and then the choir, Oh Come All Ye Faithful. So, you get some of these mainstays of Christmas music in general. A Winter Snowscape, Fires at Midnight, We Five Kings, choir, Gaudet, God Rest a Merry Gentleman, such thick as a brick. So there's a Jethro Tull staple right there. And then CD4, which is the 2006 Ian Anderson Band show, has Living in the Past, Griminelli's Lament, A Christmas Song, Mozart, Pastime with Good Company, Holly Harold, Pavane, We Five Kings, and Aqualung. There's another staple of Jethro Tull right there. So because there's overlap in some of the songs and tracks that are used, I would suggest maybe get this, but maybe space out the listening sessions so that you can fully take in each disc as its own thing. Oh, I see a comment from Jose McDaniels on Facebook. Says universal blessings. Okay, yeah, happy holidays. Um, but yeah, and the Blu-ray I should mention has. I want to make sure I get the wording correct on this. Let's see, Blu-ray. Okay, the Blu-ray includes Dolby Atmos, 5.1 surround sound, and high resolution 24/44 stereo mixes of the Jethro Tull Christmas album, as well as high resolution 24/44 stereo mixes of Christmas Live at St. Bride's 2008, all packaged in a hardcover box set or book set, it says, with brand new artwork and liner notes. Uh, and I remember the trailer said that there's a 28-page booklet included in this. And yeah, the 2008 show, um, or the 2006 show, I should say, is about 40 minutes of, I guess, previously unreleased, at least officially, performance. So it's nice to have all this in one set. And both of these shows that are included, they were done to help like charities that help the homeless. So it's really neat having all this in one package, and really curious to see, how the physical stacks up. I bet Dad's gonna be really happy when he gets that. And um, what else? I was gonna mention something else here, I think. Oh, so this is the first time the album has ever been put on vinyl, apparently. So yeah, it's got a gatefold 180G 2LP edition. I think when I looked on this store, this Century Media store, at least here in the US, I think the vinyl might be sold out. So I guess you could try searching all these different outlets that are listed. There's a link in the post of where you can see where this deluxe box set edition is available, whether it be digitally or the physical product. So, yeah, go ahead and check out that link. And yeah, Jethro Tull is one of those. They really made a mark having one of the huge draws is the flute, right? Like there are many bands and many prog bands even, but I feel like Jethro Tull kind of has the monopoly when it comes to the flute, I guess. Monopoly, would that be the correct word? I don't know. Like there are certainly other bands that would incorporate the flute, like early King Crimson comes to mind, and even Oliver Wakeman's recent album on Amkara, I think also had some flute playing on there. So it kind of it makes me think of fantasy related stuff, and I like the versatility of the material even on this album. The it's got those holiday vibes, but it doesn't feel like it veers too much into you know commercial, like call this a 1-800 number for this Christmas collection type thing. Like it really feels like it really stands as its own artistic thing that isn't just for commercialism. It really feels like this is in the spirit of the holidays and also has great musicianship, and I just love that. So yeah, there are lots of great holiday related prog things, and this re-release 21 years after the original album, it's cool that they put this together. And again, I think with some of these re-releases, we get certain anniversaries like ending with years ending with zeros, but I think some releases kind of they de- they decide to do them like not exactly at the like 20 or 50-year mark, and that's all right as long as they're taking the time to put all the work into putting these products together. I like when they take a lot of care, and I'd rather have that as opposed to rushing something out, like looking at an anniversary and being like, oh, we gotta slap something together. So I really like how this looks, and like I said, the contents of the CDs sound great, and yeah, I'm very curious how the 28-page booklet is, and of course there's the Blu-ray disc I mentioned. So yeah, go ahead and get this for the holidays, and you know, and maybe I don't know, like how many of you are Jethro Tull fans? I know this is usually a Yes and Yes related podcast, and of course Jethro Tull. They toured alongside Yes around the Yes album era, and John Anderson has talked about how Ian had such a stage presence, and it really made John want to do better, like grow his own stage presence. And Steve Howe, I think, almost was in Jethro Tull. I think he might have shared a story about that in recent years. So there's definitely some connections there. Ian Anderson was even on 1000 Hands, John Anderson's solo album from 5 years ago. So, yeah, maybe this will be a staple for you alongside some of the Yes or prog related Christmas slash holiday, winter holiday albums. So, yeah, check it out, see if it's for you. And yeah, very happy that this product exists. I believe it's limited edition, so look into it as soon as you can. And yeah, so as for next episode, I don't know if there's anything going on next week on here, but maybe after that, Dad and I can finally talk about Dave Kersner's new album. The release date is the 12th, I think, so sometime after that, and we could have our year in review thing as well. And of course, at some point, I'm sure Dad can touch on, whenever he gets the uh, the deluxe box set mailed to him, and we'll get his reaction and whatnot, or maybe he'll say if he caught this broadcast at any point. And yeah, we'll see how all that pans out. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Happy holidays. And uh, I know it's kind of early in the month, but just have a great time and see you all whenever we see you. All right, bye.